Welcome back to Manufactio, and I had a few comments last episode about a couple of things, and I wanted to share those with you first. First of all, eating. Yes, someone said that there is a separate Tech Guns inventory where you can put your food and it automatically eats it, which is exactly what happens. You'll hear a belch occasionally when I eat food, but I don't even have to do anything at all. Also, we can put all of our magazines in here, both full and empty. You see, I've got assault rifles because I've made the AKM, we got unlocked a couple of episodes ago. It is actually somewhat better for dealing with those Naga, those dragon things that appear. Not sure why they're appearing. I think it's just because of the biome I'm in, and maybe in a hills biome. And then you obviously get some rounds back, I think, when you reload or something along those kind of lines. Not sure exactly when that happens. It should be when we reload. And there's different things. Ooh, toggle night vision. Enables night vision if provided by armor. Yes. And we don't have any of those things yet. Fine. So that is a useful thing to know, and that frees up an inventory space, and we've got other things to get on with. Now, between the episodes, I ran out of diamonds. This thing over here, I've started building 3 wide walkways. It's much safer, at least for me. This one ran out. This was my original diamonds. You see I've got lots of lead here, and you do see things stop. That's a diamond drill head. It's more expensive than normal. It takes like about 39 diamonds or something, but it is useful when you want to get more diamonds. So, or more small amounts of resource. So, more diamonds it is. And of course, we're getting redstone from that. And I've also put a diamond drill head on the lapis chunk because the lapis enables me to get greenhouse glass, which is definitely welcomed. And lots of copper. I'll take some with me because I need some space in there for the lapis to go. I moved the red science setup out here, and it is identical. It's 2 metal presses followed by an assembler, followed by the laboratory. And instead of putting the inserters between the two, I've got this extracting a conveyor belt. Unfortunately, I think that the setup is faster. Yeah, it is faster than this over here. So in the meantime, who knows? But it is still producing. This thing is still producing as well. Oh dear. This thing is still producing as well. There he goes. Okay, and it's just piling up in here. Hopefully that doesn't despawn, but if it does, I can just put a buffer chest in the way. And yes, let's just dump this. These ores, just so I've got some other stuff to build. You can see I've got a machine to build. I'll come on to that in a second as to what that is. And I've been using the building gadget quite a lot. It's very useful. I just want to make sure I get some cactus green out, and then we'll just dump them in here. There we go. And let's dump our diamonds. Alright, so as I've been going around, you can see my respirator is filling. It's now 89% carbon. That's not good. Now, you can make more respirators, but I don't have any more leather, I don't think. Respirator. The only recipe is the one with leather. And leather, short of a chemical lab from Tech Guns, which technically should be possible. But I actually want to just use the other way of doing it, which is to say you can recycle them. That's good. We just need another gas filter, which is just some charcoal and some iron, easy enough. And it will take any respirator, it seems, and take all the sulfur and the carbon off. We do, however, need a standard fluid assembler to do that, and that's a bit more complicated of a machine, but not too much. Machine circuitry, 3 inputs and an output, gearbox, some energy inputs and stuff like that. So I thought we'd just assemble it fairly locally to here. I don't need to do anything special for this, I don't think. So yeah, let's just get this done. So that's the machine circuitry, isn't it? Yeah, machine circuitry. So there it is. That can go down here, I guess. We can jump on top. 3 inputs. A gearbox. None of these are stuff that we don't already have. Normal fluid will go at the back, I imagine. And then where's this one? Where's the energy and machine casing? I'm going to need some machine casings. They're really easy to make, but I think I've got some spare ones anyway, so that's no big deal. Yeah, I've got 3. I am going to need to make some inserters, mind you. So that is something to bring up. Energy input. Yeah. And what's that final one on the right? item output. There we go. And then the second layer is the one that's a bit weird. It's got 2 steel sheet metals, and then the controller is down here at the bottom right, so the controller can go in place. Okay, and then that's where I need, well, one of the steel sheet metal is just made with a steel in a metal press, and that's what this one is doing for me. It just makes plates, so that needs to go there, and then I just need 3 inserters, which should be easy to make. Let's just make some inserters. Do I have a recipe already over here? I should have, if I don't already. Inserters. Unless I already have some. It's a straightforward recipe. I probably already have the ingredients in here, or close enough to. I could make less expensive gears than this now, but I'm not concerned. Okay, 3 inserters. Not sure if they needed to be any specific orientation, but they just need to be on that slot, and on that one. Okay, that's done. And then we'll just need a connector and the usual gubbins for getting other stuff. Getting, what's we call it? Power, yes. Do we have a connector? Otherwise we can make it. No, I guess no. Okay. Have a wire. We got relays, but not necessarily a connector. And that's going to be like a high voltage version. Do I have any in any of here? I normally keep them around. Let's just make some more. Yeah, let's just make some more. So we want LV wire and we want an LV connector. So that's just going to be hardened stone and some copper. We've got plenty of copper, so I just need hardened stone. Yeah, that'll do for now. I've restarted the mine that has more hardened stone, so that's no big deal. That gets me 4 of those, and let's just get some LV wire coils, which is just some of this. Yep, and let's just convert them. 24. We don't need anywhere. Did I have one in my inventory already? I did. I didn't have the wire, however, so I'm fine with not wasting time there. And we're going to need connection to that, which I'm not going to put anywhere that I can be electrocuted. Well, not electrocuted, but shocked at least. Most people say electrocuted when they actually mean shocked. And electrocuted means you die from electricity. So that's that powered up. And then we just need a fluid input, so I need a bucket. And then we should be able to get our new gas filter. I do need the charcoal. Charcoal, pulverized that is. So let's just dump that into here. We hopefully should be able to have some means of pulverization that doesn't involve me cranking a wooden crank. But let me get that done, and I'll meet you back outside. Okay, it's getting a little bit dark, but that should still be okay. There's my fluid input. I need to put in, presumably just one gas filter into one of them, and unfortunately, my respirator into the other one. So I need to take that off. And then, aside from wolves howling, is that everything I need? I would hope so. Ah, there it is. Progress. And there's my respirator. So, nice and clean way of staying safe and easy to breathe, and that's good. So we've got that going. We may well use that for something else. I'll leave it alone for now. We'll see whether we need it longer term. So, up here, just to cover what we've got up here, same as last episode really, not much change other than I swapped out that horrible repeater array from just vanilla Minecraft with one of these. A simple timer from Project Red. And that is, I think it's set to, yeah, 30 seconds. And it produces a pulse every 30 seconds. It's coming up right now. Okay, so it gives it much more chance for the plants to grow, which means they provide more, as you can see here, we've got much more stuff coming in. However, even with that, the pollution in here would be terrible were it not for the rest of the manual farm. So I do still need this manual farm here. And occasionally need to just come in and break stuff to absorb some of this pollution. We can't really absorb the sulfur, but we can absorb the carbon. So that is something else we'll need to get to. The next thing we can actually get to, if we want to, is electric mine drills, if we're willing to run the power out there, but I don't have enough power. So that means next thing should be power. And just to demonstrate a point, well, when it stops dive bombing, then you go. Okay, that does unlock, after you kill 32 of them, a particular quest down here in Bestiary. That gives me a choice of a bunch of different things, including ammo types and fuel tanks. Not sure if I want any of these advanced stuff yet, so I'm going to not choose any particular reward there just yet. But do bear in mind, if you do get them, it's worth shooting them at least. Will you get these? Do we use these Naga fangs for anything? Poison resistance. Not too concerned about that, to be honest. Let me just put this other gas filter away. So yeah, is worth killing them. So for the power quest, we're going to need basically a firebox. So we need to go and make these. They are made with hardened bricks, and I have a few of them. So I should be able to dump that recipe in, and we should be able to get at least enough for the quest to complete. There we go. We need a boiler controller, or how a boiler needs a controller made out of firebox bricks, I don't know, but boiler controller and a firebox hatch. So let's get those done as well. So a firebox hatch is just a firebox and an iron trapdoor, which of course is just basically iron. No problem there. Okay, and oh, is it one firebox block? Fine, I will sacrifice one of those. And how about a controller? Boiler controller is just a firebox hatch and a furnace. So I'm going to need more than one firebox hatch. Fine, I guess. Did I not make any more trapdoors? Let's make a few of them. They are useful for the conveyor belts as well. They're dropping conveyor belts, basically. And then we can just grab this one and grab another firebox hatch, and that needs a controller. So that's just a furnace, which is just some hardened, basically some hardened stone. Okay, one furnace. And then the controller, which you need to put one of the hatches back. There we go. So I'm going to need another hatch probably. So I need that one back. I've got a controller and I've got 6 fireboxes. I'm probably going to need more fireboxes, aren't I? So I've put more hardened stone into here, which should be being made into bricks. Yeah, we've got those. That should be easy enough to do. So let's just get another few fireboxes. And then what else do we need for the quest? We need boiler blocks. We need 34 of them. Wow. On a boiler valve, boiler vent, and 2 fluid pumps. So boiler blocks is probably going to be the most expensive. I hope they're just copper, because I've got huge amounts of copper. Fluid pipe. It's iron. Well, that's annoying. We can get 6 iron plates into 12 of them, or 4 into 4. To be honest, I don't care about putting them into plates. I've got lots and lots of iron. A metal form will do the job, but I really don't care that much about it. So yeah, that's fine. I wish it was copper. I really should be. Anyway, fluid pipes. We need lots of them. Why don't I just convert them? Oh well, maybe not that many, but lots-ish. There we go. So 8, 16, 24, 32. Was it 32 for the quest? 34. I wouldn't ever be exact. A boiler valve, boiler vent. Hopefully they are easy. Yes, that's it. Well, that one's easy. And that one is also easy. That's where we get the extra 2, maybe, that we're going to use up. So let me just get the fluid pipe out. We can use that for other stuff, I'm sure. So let's just dump that in. And then I can get the boiler valve done. There we go. And this is going to require some iron bars. I think I've got some iron bars already. And I'll find them. I'll bring them back in a second. And the final component is fluid pumps, which is not actually too hard to make. I just need a little bit more iron. It's literally just like a couple of these iron mechanical components. I'll make a few of them just in case in the future. And then just some more fluid pipe and iron. So that should be easy. I've got the iron. I've got the fluid components. I just need the fluid pipe. There we go. So that should be everything for the quest. Yep. Detect submit. And then you can see over here. So place a layer of firebox blocks, including controller, GUI interface, and hatch to allow insertion of fuel. On top of this, add boiler blocks and other bits and pieces. So let me follow these instructions, and let's go and find a place to build them. And it's going to be 3 by 3 by 5, this boiler. So yeah, there's going to be a vent on top to pump out steam, which we're going to have to use in presumably some kind of turbine. What is this? Pedestal? NBT? Quest utils? No idea. It's probably going to be for trophies. And we've got a bunch of other stuff complete as well. Do I any more recipes? Any more rewards even? Nothing in there. No, nothing in there. Oh, wait. Grunt. Oh, just a pedestal. Well done for completing your basic training. You're an official grunt. Thanks, I think. Fine. Let's go and place the boiler down. I've got it roughly out right there. We may as well build this inspector's booklet while we're here. I've got one piece of leather, enough for a book anyway, so well, I've got 2 pieces of leather, but that's fine. That should get me what I need, 1 book, and then from that I also then need this. So just a flint should do. Yeah, there we go, 1 inspector's booklet, and dump this stuff back in. For some reason, I'm not sure what key it is I'm pressing. It seems to just pull stuff out of this, what do we call it, the sort of stackable shelves, whether I want to or not. It may be me middle clicking or something like that, and it's pulling stuff out. Either way, I don't like it, but that's fine. I don't want it in my inventory space taken up randomly with stuff. Let's go and see whether I built it right. So out here at the back, well beyond here, I know it's a little bit dark, sorry about that. Over here, I've got my whole setup. So I've got it 3x5x3, and I've got a valve here. I've got a hatch there. I've got a controller here, and then on top is a pump right on top of a vent block, which is right in the middle of the 3x3. So if I right click on here, sorry, sneak right click, no issues. So that says everything's fine. You can see better controller. It needs water to be pumped in. It turns it to steam, and then we can obviously put in some fuel. So if I just grab some coal, we can just grab some from just this miner over here. We'll have something to start this up. Although we need to get water in there. I don't think we can just ladle water in. I think it needs to be some other mechanism. We'll need to look at that. And yes, I'm running around now. It's a thing. This bandit armor is great. There we go. So it's ready to go. We just need to fill it with water and then, of course, be able to extract the steam. Now, it does say that if we look in here, the IE pump can be configured for input and output phase is fine, but if it's unpowered, it'll slowly extract steam, but a powered pump will pull that steam much faster. So yeah, and liquid pipes don't always reconnect to the boiler, so connect it to the boiler directly. So what we'll probably also need from this is, I think it's called a fluid unloader, that will basically let us get water and then pipe it in. We have plenty of those fluid pipes I created, remember? So we should be able to feed that into our boiler, I think. Ah, it's the key. It's scrolling. Whenever I scroll, it pulls stuff out when I'm hovering over an item. Really annoying. I can cope with it, but I prefer for that not to happen. I guess I can just grab this, which is slightly annoying for me to have to, but hey. So I'm going to grab the various orange things in here because they're the components that are needed. I probably need to make another controller, but I've got the sheet metal because I've had this thing constructed before. If you remember, we need to make an infinite water source. And no, you can't just grab a bucket full and dump it into the side of the boiler. I tried, it just dumped water all over the place. So yeah, fluid pipes it is. What I'm really hoping is that this thing will deal with my excess hemp, essentially, and convert that into water. And let's go and give it a go. So back here, I've just got a bit of a climbing frame while we assemble this. Put a LVY connector on top, and again, put half slabs everywhere so that we don't get spawns. I did already get a creeper spawn out here. Thankfully, my AK did actually deal with that just fine. So back here, we're going to just put a fluid. There we go. We need a fluid pipe. Let's give this a try. Hopefully it will actually go upwards without much problem with pumping, like satisfactory. And then we just need to put some, that's the output side, the input side. If I just dump some stuff in it to get started. Are you going to process? Yes, you are. Good. Okay, so from that point, I just need to put a hopper here for now. Put it there. It's got a cross on the top, so I'm just going to put an oak wood slab on top. And then I'm just going to load this up with just random biological stuff. And is this now filling with water, or are we getting water in here? Not enough tank space for fluid outputs. Really? Oh, well, there is water there. So maybe we need to pull that outwards somehow. Not enough tank space, so it means it's full. And we are not getting it in the valve. Nope, nothing. So yeah, we're going to need something else other than just regular old fluid pipe. Now we do have a fluid pump out here. So in fact, oh, hang on. This is steam. It needs to be steam. It's not there. We need to. No, steam's on the top. Yeah, it is. It is fine. Yeah, I'm going crazy. Fluid pump. Can we actually attach that to the output here? Looks like we can. Although I'm going to need to control what the output of that is and maybe even consider powering it. Let me just put an LVY connector on, that'll stop spawning anyway. Come on. I know you should have one of these on there. There we go. And then we need the output side. So I need my hammer from back over the base. I also need some kind of container storage to have my tools. Normally I'd use an ender chest, but I don't think we have anything but the vanilla ender chest in this mod pack, so we don't really have much of an option. Hammer. I normally keep it in there. Where's my hammer? Nope. This side? There it is. Engineer's hammer. And we have another Naga to take care of. I'll take care of that in a second. And now we let me control the output side. You will! So orange is going to be the output side, no doubt. And then, can we just connect it like this now? Whoops. Are you getting filled? Can only address this from this block. Nothing yet. Maybe that absolutely needs power in this case. Not enough tank space. So you are not doing anything without power. I guess I'm going to have to run some over from here. We're going to need some kind of bootstrap setup. I think what I may do is just make another biogenerator and use that as a bootstrap over here rather than running this power all the way across. I mean, I could. It's just more relays, but at a certain point it's going to self-power, hopefully. So we shouldn't need to have that there permanently. We'll want power to be coming the other way, which is still going to require connection, of course. But yeah, I'm going to just start out with a biogenerator. Okay, I've now got that set up. In fact, let me just make a powered lantern if I can, just to show that that's working. Powered, and it also helps you guys to see. Maybe not. Vacuum tube. Oh, no, we may be able to make that. Do I have bits and pieces ready for it? Probably, I want to say. Yeah, probably. Let's go and give it a go. I need to make more of them anyway. Glass panes, iron plates, and vacuum tubes, of which vacuum tubes are fairly straightforward. So let's just get a few of those. And then we just need the rest, don't we? So we need iron plates and all the rest is going to be fairly straightforward. Yeah, I'm going to need iron plates. Do I have any plates spare? I have lots of space. Lots of plates spare. Let's just dump them in there. Yep, 3 powered lanterns should be fine. We'll hook up the rest later. I just need some power and a connector. Yeah, in fact, I don't need the connector because the powered lantern by itself is already good. So we'll just use this as a kind of status light, which means I just need it connected to there. So let's just put that up there and I'll connect this in via the power network. I do already have the biogenerator connected there, so let's just get that connected to that. And there we go. So you can see I've got some light on the subject, so you'll be able to see it. Not enough tank space, this is still full. Back here, I think this needs just a redstone signal, so I'm just going to put a lever on that, and hopefully that is enough to move some water. Nope, nothing yet. I also need a redstone signal on the top as well for that particular output, and of course I need to choose what side to output, I guess. I'm probably going to need, I'm probably going to need to remove that slab at some point, but fine for now. And then I need to figure out why it's still not extracting the water. Okay, it looks like it did actually work. I just ran out of components to make more water and more steam. So let me just dump some of this back in. That should start converting, and then I'll just dump all the rest of this. So all the hemp, the industrial seeds, etc. And are you now processing? No? Oh, it's building up. Yep, there it is. It started processing. So on the back here, I've got the input side facing directly to the iron sheet metal. You can just deconstruct this to face the input side this way, of course. And then the output side is facing there. And I've got a lever, obviously, to get a redstone signal. And that should be feeding in here. If we have a look at this boiler block here, you can see it's filling up with steam. So we now have steam available. And we can do the same thing up here. We do actually need another lever, just to control when this outputs. So doesn't matter where I put this, I guess. I'm going to guess I need one side to actually output it somewhere. So let's just get rid of you and put you on there. Cool. That shouldn't cause any kind of spawning issues. So now I just need to obviously think about outputting the steam and where we get but that. So back to the quests. into here, it's now got steam generator. So more stuff needed. Now the steam has been produced, it can be piped into a steam generator modular machine. It's not very efficient, but generates 1,000 RF per tick. And we get some more LV wire stuff from that. Regular straightforward stuff there. Is there anything involved in iron plate that is like 3D? Presumably it's just going to be like 6 iron plate. Oh, 8. That should be fine if it's that block. I assume it's that block. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, I don't see any others. So, yeah, just 8 iron. Fine, I'll construct that. And we'll probably build it right next door, you know, like sort of like here. Whoop, looks like a friend coming in. And we'll see if we can get some power out of it. Okay, straightforward thing to build. Normal fluid input hatch is going to be at the back, wherever we want to put that. That's the case, it's going to be here. Yep. Okay, that's layer 1, and then layer 2 is probably just going to be iron plates. Let's just double check. Iron plate on the machine controller. Yeah, so machine controller is easy. There we go, an iron plate. I've made both that and the iron plate stairs, which is just the usual stairs recipe built with iron plate. So that should be no problem there. Third layer is probably going to be just iron plate itself. And fourth layer is all iron plate stairs, and the energy output comes on top. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the energy output is going to be right there. And then we don't really care how we put these stairs, but looking more like a heatsink. Let's just put them like this. And like that. That is changed. So this is now a steam generator. So we need to input fluid, and it seems like the fluid needs to be at the back down here. So I'm just wondering whether, because that is a pump up there, if I change the input side to come out this way, let me just get up there. Well, nearly. Put another thing down. And then we just need a connector. Again, LV hopefully should be fine. We'll soon see. And then up here we can just change the output side of this thing to be... I don't want it to interfere with that at the back, but we could send it out the back, I suppose, and send it out that way. Yeah, that actually should be fine. So I can put a lever back. And then we just want a lot of fluid pipe, don't we? So let's just bring that out. Okay, and over. I'm not sure what the exact ratios of these, how much we're going to need to balance things, but for now that should do. And then we need to make sure that that's set to an output. There we go. Everything else is sorted up here. I shouldn't need to touch it again. Hopefully. I'm going to set output on that. Okay, and here is our input. And that should be everything, I think. There we go. So this thing should be generating power, which you should be able to see on that connector. Yep. So this is generating power now, which means I should be able to hook it back up and loop everything around so that it all runs. Now, the only problem with doing that is that potentially this could cause a sort of brownout if we ever run out of steam available on this thing. Depends. It should get taken up by slack, but yeah, as to which one actually triggers, we don't really have any fancy relays for if power is off from this, use the biogenerator. So for the time being, this is actually it's consuming all my availables. If we just take that out, but it should use up the... is there a zombie around here somewhere? I don't have any other surface that it could be on, so I'm not sure. But anyway, it's rapidly using up all of my... yeah, there's no steam, no water. All of my biological stuff. I need to feed it into there, and right now I don't have a long-range method of doing that. Yeah, so what we're going to do for it, I don't quite know. Suggestions? The other thing I was going to suggest is maybe automate some more of that greenhouse. We're going to get the option to do that soon. In fact, I can get some stuff here. None of those are particularly appealing, so I'm just going to take the wire connectors because I don't have any of them, unless it gave me them automatically. Improve steam power. Steam generator is a good start. We can do better. Not just yet. Maybe next episode. That generates 2,100 RF per tick. We need some way of producing enough fuel for said steam generator. I'm just wondering whether biofuel is much slower at being consumed than, you know, raw plant material, because we already have plenty of biofuel. So I'm just going to take some of that out there. We'll give it a try, and if that is better, then we'll just use that as the actual resource. And instead of piping the biofuel back to the base, I can pipe it out here instead. It just means sending the conveyor belt the other way and bringing it down ultimately to this point right here. So let's just take that out, put these in, take you out, and fill you up. Okay. Are you going to work with that? Nope. Looks like you will not burn biofuel. Oh, well, I tried. There we go. Okay, so we'll probably just need to pipe out the exact output of the greenhouse, and we'll send it over to our steam generator, well, our sort of fluid unloader, and from there we'll be able to use it. Let's just put this back in here. We can turn that into more dirt, of course. So with that early steam power done, that should be the end of this episode. Next episode, we're going to automate green science, I think, because I've got like, 700 red science now. Let's go and take a look. Yep, 728 red science. So we're going to need to automate green science as well. We can't get to blue science yet because that needs oil processing. But with plenty of red and green science, we can go and take various bits and pieces. Things like MV wire, things like solar energy, so we can just get free energy with no pollution, which is be great. It's probably going to be a horrendous recipe. We'll see about that. And that'll lead on to capacitors and batteries and other bits and pieces, but needs lots of green science for it. I can produce it manually for now just by making a bunch of inserters and a bunch of conveyors, which is what I'm going to do between the episodes, but we do need to automate that at some point soon. So we'll do it next episode. Alright, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode, starting power production, and maybe you got some suggestions for other players who are playing through as well. If so, leave them in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe and click the bell if you are a subscriber so you can get notifications of more episodes. And as always, guys, thanks for watching,